Well, folks, you know how the quick calls work. You got to move fast. I'm only going to be here for just a couple of minutes. And you know, quick calls are always something like we had in the warehouse or something we found in the marketplaces, something we found in the marketplace. This is an incredibly historic quarter from in a lot of different respects. And I'll go into that here in just a second. First of all, I want to point out price, $19.95 for an advance release. For an advance release, United States Mint issue quarter, $19.95. That is less than the price of certification. Advance release, the most desirable designation, the only official designation by the United States Mint of when a coin is released. We do lots of first day of issues and early release, but that's something between coin dealers and collectors and the grading companies. This is the only thing that the United States Mint officially designates as advance release, which means it's released before it's released to the general public. There's a handful, 18 of their biggest customers that are even eligible for advance release. This particular coin, very few of those 18 dealers took it, so it's very, very rare from that respect. And then the price, of course, at less than half the price of just the certification of the coin. So value is absolutely there. But from the historic standpoint, first of all, this is the last coin in the National Park series, and this is the one for the Tuskegee Airmen because they were trained in Tuskegee. And so what this was, you have to understand, so at the beginning of World War II, at that time the United States Armed Forces weren't integrated yet. And of course we had a great need for pilots at this point, and so they trained pilots specifically in Tuskegee for World War II, the Tuskegee Airmen. And so what you had is all these Tuskegee Airmen, black Americans, for the very first time flying officially in the Air Force with that, and they did many. They ran cover for bombers in Europe. For instance, I think they shot down 60-something enemy planes, including one of the first air wings to shoot down the famous jet Messerschmitts in World War II as well. Served with great distinction. I think a fair number of the Tuskegee Airmen were killed in battle defending this country. So, you know, from that historic standpoint, I think it's very cool, very collectible, very desirable. But if we go right next door, from a, coin geek standpoint, which is me, that's the very last Washington quarter ever made with the old style design of George Washington on it. In this same year, they did the new obverse, was Washington crossing the Delaware, with the brand new Washington design on that. They have a new figure, a new portrait of Washington that goes and starts in 2021, actually in the back half of 2021. So from a numismatically historic standpoint, very last time that the old Washington portrait was used on a quarter, first used in 1932, almost a complete 100-year run of the Washington quarter from 1932 until this coin in 2021. Now this coin, of course, is proof. Remember, proof is not a condition, but a method of manufacturing, so it only came in a proof set. And those proof sets were designated, this coin is then designated absolutely perfect by NGC. So you have proof 70, you've got perfection, and then that most desirable of any designation in a certified coin, advance release. It is by far and away the most difficult, most valuable, most collectible, most highly sought after designation in any certified coin, because only a handful of people even can get coins for advance release. They are extraordinarily expensive to certify advance release coins because there's a big process. You got to get the coins before the release to the general public. You got to get them to NGC. They literally have to chaperone them through the entire process, and they have to be in holder before they're officially released to the public. The only official designation by the United States Mint that these coins are, pre-first day of issue, pre-early release. This is the earliest, the best, the most collectible, the most desirable. And usually, even at NGC, the few dealers that even can do that, that's a $30, $40, $50 per coin certification fee. So less than the price of certification. The last Washington quarter with the old design, the very last of the National Parks quarters as well of Tuskegee Airmen. Quantities are limited. Price is absolutely stunning. Price is irrepeatable. You need to get on the phone and get this today.